Hey friends, so I have the chicken stew done. I just added some flour to it to thicken it up a little bit. Okay, and I'm getting ready to add the Bisquick to make the dumplings. I'm going to show you guys how easy it is. All you need is to eyeball things. You don't need to measure it. Just put a little bit of Bisquick in a bowl and add some milk. Keep stirring until you get like a soft dough mixture. Alright guys, so here you go. This is what I'm talking about. Just eyeball it, and you can make more if you need to. Get your parchment paper out and just put a sheet of parchment paper out on a plate so that you can scoop out the biscuits as they finish and add more to the top of the stew. What happens is you're just cooking the biscuits for a couple minutes and they come out like a very soft dumpling texture without all the work. Alright, so I just used a tablespoon, silver tablespoon from my dinnerware set and scooped out spoonfuls of it. I have about 6 spoonfuls out of that little batch I just made. Let these cook on top of the stew for about 3 to 4 minutes. A little salt and pepper on the top is fine. I like to do that. And then when you feel that they're cooked enough, they'll look like a very soft texture. Then you can start scooping them out and put them on the parchment paper and make more. You want your soup or stew to be boiling like this. Alright friends, you can put a lid on. It helps it cook a little bit faster. And I'm going to show you the next steps after the dumplings / Bisquick biscuits are done cooking on top of your stew. So I'm going to show you here, you do not have to measure a thing. I mean, I'm real big on just witchcraft in the kitchen, kids. Witchcraft. You add to your little spell mix, which is your food. Just put some in. You don't have to worry about how much you're putting in there because you get a feel for it after a while. You have your Bisquick in there, and you're going to add a splash of milk. Okay. That's it. And if it's too loose, you're just going to add a little bit more of the Bisquick mix. And if it's too tight, then you're going to add a little bit of more milk. That's all. And you want your own consistency. You'll get to feel it. It feels like dough, soft dough. Then you're going to drop it. I just have a regular spoon. And I push it off with my fingers, which are very clean because I've washed them a billion times, into the stew. Okay. Alright friends, so these are what the biscuits are going to look like when they're cooked. They went from baby biscuits, dumplings, to big ones. Now we're going to scoop them out and put them on the parchment paper and do the next batch. So you will see how easy this is. Just put your dumplings on the parchment. That's all you have to do. Okay, and then you're going to go ahead and do your next batch. That way you get tons of biscuits out, because what happens is you'll have all this stew and you will not have any biscuits for it the next day, or dumplings. I call them biscuits, dumplings. I kind of use it back and forth, but my mom used to make chicken stew, chicken and dumplings, rolling out her dumplings with a rolling pin and making it all by hand. And then as I grew from that, I made it into the easy method. So this is the plate of dumplings that I got from that batch. I like to stir my stew up, add a little bit more water, a tiny bit, and let it keep doing its thing with the boil and make your next batch. And you're good to go. You can make as many as you want doing this, and that way you'll have tons and tons and tons of biscuits / dumplings in your chicken stew. Alright friends, so it's all finished, and this is what it looks like. Second batch, and it's plated and ready to go. Enjoy.